Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your love reading for October 2017. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck over here, and the Romance Angels Oracle cards over here, and Whispers of Love Oracle cards. And we'll start with those. This one says, have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. So we'll learn more as we go along. She's a little cute little fairy with butterfly wings on her, being carried with the butterflies. So sweet. And this one says, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And this one here is the shadow card. So this is the card at the bottom of the deck after everything's been dealt. It's the hidden energies. It's underneath. So it's the subconscious, unconscious. It's hidden. Either you're hiding it from others, or it's an energy that's available to you that you're unaware of. And this is the Page of Swords. The pages are usually messengers. They could represent young people. The Swords energy is of the mind. So it's truth. It's knowledge and wisdom. So that's hiding. Something about that is some new truth or new knowledge is hiding. I'm going to look at these two together because the Hierophant represents traditional religion. So if there's some kind of truth, some new truth that you're seeking, the messenger of this new truth, it would be outside of the traditional religion. But we'll see how that plays out in your reading. I don't know. I mean, this could also represent marriage, but let me keep going because I don't know until I start looking at all the other cards. This card here is the theme. And okay, so it is kind of a spiritual theme. This is the High Priestess, and she represents that spiritual wisdom and that knowledge, esoteric wisdom that's outside of mainstream religion. So this would be any of your traditional religions here in the Hierophant. And she would represent that New Age religion or the spiritual but not religious kind of person where you're seeking for truth, but you're seeking for truth that's outside of what you're learning in your traditional religion. Or in addition to, I mean, maybe you're seeking through the truth within your traditional religion, but that esoteric truth that requires some more effort to find it. It's not something you're going to find on a Sunday morning in your church. It's something you have to seek out yourself because there's a lot of wisdom and truth and knowledge within the traditional religions. It's just sometimes it hides behind all of the rituals. Now this card here represents... Okay, and one more thing I want to say, because this could also represent, in terms of this love reading, this could represent intuition. So it's that female intuition. It's just that knowing, that intuition of knowing. And this card represents you this month. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is you getting the reward of your hard work. So in terms of a relationship, whatever you invested into the relationship is what you're getting back out of it. So this is about you. This is like the karma card. Whatever you've invested into the relationship is what you're getting back. And this is the conflict. This is going to make me crazy with these cards. I can't pick them up. The conflict is the Ace of Swords. So here's this truth. Something about the truth. Maybe there's something about the truth in your relationship. Some hidden truths within your relationship. Some hidden truths within yourself. This is in the past. This is the Eight of Cups, which is moving on. Maybe this is some past relationship you've moved away from and moved on from. And that's reflected here. This card up here represents the present energies. The Eight of Wands can also be about communication. So the Swords is about communication. This conflict here is communication. And this hidden energy here is communication. So the Eight of Wands is about communication, but it's also about something that's been set into motion. You know, this is like a stampede rushing forward, and that's the present energies. And what is it rushing forward? Is it because you left something behind and now you're charging forward and charging ahead? So let's find out. I got to keep going. The foundation of the reading is this Hierophant card. He's at the foundation. Now, this is traditional religion. It's traditions. It's family traditions, family heritage. It's also traditional institutions. So this can represent marriage, especially when we're talking about when we're in a love reading and talking about relationships. This can represent marriage. And this is at the foundation. This is in your near future, and this is you feeling defeated. This is you having had a lot of, well, most tarot decks, it's defeat. But in this tarot deck, I just see this person as having been through a lot of battles. And now she's just sitting there on top of her hill with her lioness. And this represents her courage. So she's sitting here on top of the hill with her courage. She's not a loser in any way. She's not defeated. But she's been through a lot, and she's taking a rest at the moment. So that's what I see in the future. So there's something going on where you walked away from something in the past, and now you're charging forward here in the present. In the near future, you're just going to sit here and you've gone through these battles and you've won these battles, but they're not quite over yet. And it's something about this, either this communication or this truth over here. And this is your internal energies, the Ten of Wands. This is the end. This is being at the end of whatever this battle, whatever this struggle was. And this is you, the warrior. This is having a heavy load to carry. But in this card, he's not really carrying the load himself. He's got his horse to carry it for him. So you're not defeated. You're resourceful. You're figuring out a way to lessen the burdens of your responsibilities. And this is where you are at present. So you're at the end of some kind of a battle, some kind of an issue. I don't know if it was divorce. It's not real clear if this is related to the marriage or to a divorce situation. And here's the King of Wands, which is the external energies. Now, this could be, let me describe what this person would be. This is a person who's very strong leadership skills, very courageous, because he's sitting here with his lion as well. He's the winner of the battles. Whatever battles that he's been through, he's won. So we've got the female and the male represented, both sitting here with their courage. Having completed their battles, she's not quite done yet where he is. He's done. He's the leader. He's in charge. Now, if this is a person, he could be a fire sign, and he could be somebody who, if we look at the shadow side of this person could be a little too aggressive or too controlling. But if we look at this in the positive light, this is just somebody with very strong leadership skills, who's very motivated, go-getter. He's very passionate. This is somebody who's filled with passion and physical passion. And this is the hopes and the fears card up here. The Magician. The Magician is somebody who's got everything at their disposal to create whatever they want. So you either have this desire to create a new life for yourself, to create a new relationship. Maybe you moved on from a relationship, and all these struggles are regarding the battles with your relationship and the battles within your marriage. Maybe you're worn out from all the battles. Maybe there's some kind of truth that came out in the open that's causing some conflicts. This hidden truth. This is the messenger with the truth that's been hiding, and maybe it came out into the open, it's causing conflicts, or it's still hidden, and the fact that this truth is hiding is causing the conflicts. Maybe you're hiding some kind of truth here, and it's having an effect on your marriage, and maybe you're ready to move on. Maybe you're ready to rush ahead and move forward and charge forward into a new kind of a life, because you're obviously having a lot of battles and struggles here within this relationship, if you're currently in one. And this is you having that desire to create whatever it is that you want for yourself. Now, it's also the number 1, which is taking that first step towards a new beginning as well. And these cards are the final outcome. And this is, again, walking away. This is the 6 of Swords, where she's walking away and moving on from a situation. Both of these cards represent moving on from a situation. So something, you've moved on from something. And here's this courage again. Here's this person. You've got all this Wands energy. So here's 3 cards of a person with their courage on top of the mountain. You're strong leaders. You haven't lost anything, because all 3 of these are winners. They're on top of their hill. The king is completely in charge and in command. So whatever you walked away from, you've gained control of the situation. You come out ahead. You come out on top. And now here's this domestic bliss card. You know, I see this as Snow White on her horse, and Prince Charming is leading her out of the woods on her horse. And this is moving towards a new relationship with a happy home. This is a happy home. Maybe moving in with somebody new. Maybe you've been through a lot of battles and struggles, or maybe you are newly married. Maybe this just represents your marriage and having a lot of battles and struggles within your own marriage or your own relationship. But in the end, maybe that's not a new relationship, but maybe you've worked it out and you're moving in together, or you're moving into a new home, or this could be you with a new person altogether, moving in with a new person and having this happiness in a home with this new person. So that's what's reflected here. 6 of Wands is success and victory. So whatever you've been through, whatever these battles are, you come out on the end victorious. You come out on the end as the winner. And you have this happiness and a happy home with a partner over here. And let's just go back to these 2 cards, because these were more of messages, you know, having faith, trust in this situation, trust your faith in the situation. So whatever this was that was going on, just have faith and know that it's going to turn out, because it does turn out for the best in the end. You come out successful in the end with happiness at home, and it is safe for you to love. So maybe through all of those battles you've been through, your heart has been hardened a little bit and you've closed yourself off somewhat. But in the end, you find your happiness. So whatever this is that was going on regarding this communication, maybe this was some communication you found on a cell phone, on social media, some kind of communication that's been going on between your partner and somebody else. Or this is communication that you've been having secretly with I mean, this could be you having secret communication with somebody online or with somebody anywhere, some kind of secret communication that you're having. Because this is the conflict, and Swords represents communication, and so does the Page of Swords. So maybe this is a secret communication you've been having with somebody, and you end up moving away and moving on from your current marriage. I'm going to refer to this as marriage here, because I don't know what else it would represent. There's nothing else. There's nothing else in the cards that tells me it's anything about money or about any other kind of tragedy. This is about you investing into a relationship or not investing into a relationship. Maybe you've decided not to invest into this relationship if you were married. Maybe this was a marriage from your past that you moved on from, or you're in the process of moving on. Maybe you've decided right now, this is the present energy, to charge ahead and move on, and you're charging forward, but you're coming out in the end victorious over here. It's all going to work out for you in the end. So that's your reading, Gemini. If you if this doesn't resonate with you, you could also check the reading for your rising sign. Your rising sign is based on your time of birth. If you don't know what that is, you can do a Google search and enter that information, and you can find your rising sign, and that might give you some more insight into your relationship as well. I've also done a general reading for the month. You can look that one up and get some information there as well. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's a brand new channel. I don't have a lot of subscribers, and there's not a lot of views on my videos, so if you want to find other videos to watch, I do general readings and relationship readings, and either an angel reading or some kind of spiritual reading. So come back and check those out, and if you subscribe, you can find me easier. I'm not easy to find. So thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.